Right, so today we are going to be looking at multiplying numbers by 10, by 100 and by 1,000 and how we go about doing that. And we're going to start off with just single digit numbers over here. So for no particular reason, I've selected the number 9 and we're going to start off by multiplying that by 10. Well, there's not too much magic there. It's a times table sum that we're all going to know 9 times by 10, of course, is 90. But if we have a look at what's happened there and why it equals 90, that's going to help us as we get into more complex examples. So imagine we had here a calculator screen. And I'm going to draw in here our number 9. Now, if you've ever noticed on a calculator screen, when you're just doing put a single digit number in, it actually puts a decimal point there. There's nothing after the decimal point, because it's not a decimal number, it's a whole number. So we've just got 9, but the decimal point is still there. So if we multiply this number by 10, what happens is this number, which at the moment is in our units column, 9 multiplied by 10, those units are going to move into the tens column, because for every unit, we're going to get a 10. Effectively then, that 9 moves one place to the left. Decimal point is still there, and we have a space. We no longer have any units. 0. So we put a 0 in there, meaning we have no units. So our 9 multiplied by 10 has become 90. Effectively, we've shifted that 9 one place to the left. Okay, we can use that approach now when we start to look at slightly more complex examples. So 9 multiplied by 100. Okay, again, let's consider how it would look here on the calculator screen. There's our 9, our decimal point. Now this time we're multiplying by 100. To multiply your unit, any unit you multiply by 100 is going to become 100. So if we multiply 9 by 100, well, we're going to end up with 9 hundredths, or 900. Effectively, therefore, moving the 9 from the units column, bypassing the tens column, and going into the hundreds column. We have no tens, we have no units, and the decimal point is where it's always been. So 9 multiplied by 100 is 900. Similarly, 9 multiplied by 1,000, just the same. There's our 9, there's our decimal point. And this time, because we've got 1,000, we're going to move our 9 3 places to the left. So 9 is going to bypass, that's in our units column, it's going to bypass the tens column, it's going to bypass the hundreds column, and it's going to end up in our thousands column. We have no hundreds, we have no tens, and we have no units. Decimal point, exactly where it was, doesn't move. 9 times by 1,000 equals 9,000. We've moved the 9 3 places to the left. Let's use that with a 2-digit number, a slightly more complicated example, but we're going to use exactly the same process. So 24 timesing this by 10, just like we did over here, it means that we're going to shift these digits one place to the left. So our tens are going to become hundreds and our units are going to become tens. So 24 times 10 equals 200, and we've got a space here now, no units, 240. 24 times by 100. Okay, just as we've done before. 24, there's our decimal point. We're going to move the digits 2 places to the left because we're multiplying by 100, 2 zeros. So our tens are going to move 2 places, bypassing the hundreds. They're going to end up in the thousands. Our 4, which is in the units, is going to move 2 places and end up in the hundreds. We no longer have any tens. We no longer have any units. Decimal point, just where it's always been, 2,400. finally, let's have a look at a 3-digit number. 347 times by 10. 347, there's our number, there's our decimal point again. Our 3, which is in the hundreds column, is going to move one place to the left into the thousands column. Our 4 is going to jump into the hundreds column. Our 7, currently in the units column, is going to jump one place to the left into the tens. We no longer have any units. Decimal point, exactly where it has been. 3,470. Of course, you don't need to write these decimal points. There's nothing after them. It just neatly demonstrates the fact that you mustn't forget that effectively we're adding a 0 in here. What we're doing is filling in the space in the units column that has been left by shifting these numbers over to the left. So just to finish off, 347 times by 100. Okay, there's our 347. It's our decimal point. 2 zeros, 100. We're shifting everything 2 places. So our 3 is going to shift to here. Our 4, our 7, and we've created 2 spaces now, which we're just going to fill in with zeros. 34,700. And that is multiplying by 10, 100, and 1,000.
Okay, Mary, so let's have a look at this one. So solve x plus 2x equals 12. So what do you think you do first?
Okay, well, I want x on its own, so I would put x equals 12 minus 2x.
Okay, so a lot of the time we want to get x by itself, but what we want to do first is get all of these x's together. So can you see anything we can do with this? Get all these together in one place.
Oh, okay, it's 3x, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
3x equals 12. Oh, and so x equals 4.
Brilliant, spot on, well done.